Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And, well, for the Warriors, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
So the New York starting five. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in at the 1.
Here we go.
And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. Doris, in this one, we've got two very good shooting teams that love to focus on that 3-ball.
Well, there are certain organizations that lean heavily into this age of analytics. Both of these teams like to value the shots you most want. That's at the rim and now the 3-point perimeter opportunity. So let it fly, guys.
And the Warriors with possession here. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. A shot by Podziemski, no good. Anunoby outside. Down low. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Outside Curry. The 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Pass to McBride. To the inside. Hard against Butler. Towns, a screen on Butler. They get it back, and Towns throws it down.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Now here's Towns. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go, and the shot goes down. Towns has got 6 points. Here's Podziemski. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Outside Curry. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And the first one at the line is good.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport, but we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
And both free throws good for Curry.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. We'll try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Towns. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Curry is inside. Defended by McBride. Curry's shot is good.
Curry understands how to take a hit, prepares for it, and makes the necessary adjustment.
Inside. Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 8 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Cameron Payne's checked in for Anunoby. And former NBA big man David West in attendance. He won a couple rings here with Golden State.
And he'd been an all-star in New Orleans, a cornerstone piece for the Pacers, but he sacrificed a lot to come to the Warriors and win it all.
Moody finds Curry. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. McBride passes to Payne. Hart with the screen for Payne. Back to McBride. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. For 3, Bridges. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Moody the pass to Curry. Over Payne. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 6 points for him.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Towns. Bridges outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Now here's Butler. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Curry. Pulls it from the elbow. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. McBride passes to Hart. Here's Towns, and again it's New York.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Curry. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Butler. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
This is where Jimmy Butler most comfortable. You allow him into a mid-range jumper and turn the lights out.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Left side, Towns. It's stolen by Green. Moody finds Curry. Podziemski with it. Fires for 3. Payne grabs the board. Now here's Hart. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Warriors trail by 5. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Post in at the center position.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Now here's Payne, still without a basket. Drops in the layup for 2.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
He finds Jackson-Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Payne. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. The three-pointer is right on target. Payne's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Outside Curry. Curry from 3.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, fans, it's game time. Get up and get moving.
Draymond Green is checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And a switcher also for New York. Beauchamp's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And Wright kicks to Payne. There's a screen by Achua to the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Knicks lead by 5. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Payne looking around to the paint. Achua kicks to Payne. Robinson sets a screen for Payne. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Pajemski. Now Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off.
Well, you love just the versatility of Draymond Green's game. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and we know he's one of the elite defenders in the NBA.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Buddy Hield. And he's good on the second.
And hadn't had great success at the line, but Green certainly works on his game from there.
Pass to Achua. Towns down low. He's against Green. Towns, no luck. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Now here's Payne. 7 points in the game. Count the basket. Hart's got his first 2 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Fields checked in for Stephen Curry. And then for New York, Anunoby, he's checked in for Achua. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And Miles McBride subbed in for Cameron Payne. Hart finds McBride. No good with the triple. The Warriors have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's the screen. Hart the pass to McBride. Towns against Green. The kick out to Anunoby. And the Knicks miss again. The Warriors have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. And it's Butler missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
They get it again. Pass to Hart. Bridges outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. Bridges has got 6.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Green. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento. 6 to shoot. Hield gets to Green. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Towns, the pass to Bridges, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Here's Podziemski. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Knicks. They're up by 5. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Golden State Warriors.
You see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins. And now they know exactly what they need to work on to become contenders next year.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Curry has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Warriors trail by 5. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Hart. Mikal Bridges out there with Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock at 6. Curry Curry on the drive. 2 points. That one goes. Curry's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Warriors. McBride passes to Towns. From the arc. The Warriors pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. Butler hammering it home.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
Pass to Hart on the wing. Bridges. Anunoby has the open look. Offline with his three. Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent group. Curry with it. They double-team Curry. Here's Podziemski. Cans it from downtown. Podziemski's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. Towns is doubled. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
To stop the run.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Down low. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, Butler is a nightmare for defenses, and he disrupts you with the screen and then finds his open.
Pass to Hart. New York moving it around. Now McBride. Podziemski grabs the board.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Moody the bounce pass. Green with a screen for Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. He's checked in for Golden State. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. Number 5, the Warriors.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hart. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's McBride, guarded by Curry. Just 5 to shoot. To end the drought.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
D.A., it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Here's Podziemski. After Mikal Bridges' bucket, Podziemski finds Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. McBride with the ball. Yes, that goes in.
What a setup by Karl Anthony Towns. Knew his team had to capitalize on that opening.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Curry with the bounce pass. Pass to Hield. Green with a screen on Anunoby. Inside. And there's Green on the assist by Hield. Green's got 5.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Bridges, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
No good on the free throw.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
And New York making a change here. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. White, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Payne in for Miles McBride. Good on the second free throw. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Hield against Wright. Now Payne. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a crucial three there. They cut it close going into the fourth. This is far from over.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
You guys got to read the ball better. Stay in your stance. Read the ball. All pressure. Everybody talking.
You know, Greg, when the defense is lacking, Tom will definitely let you know about it.
He doesn't hold back, and his players respect him for it. He wants them to improve their effort.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Wright. To the inside. Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Curry looking around. Pass to Post. Now here's Curry. Jackson-Davis finds Hield. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray. Hield's got himself on the board with 3 there.
We all know this guy is a volume three-point shooter. Mr. Hield does not lack for confidence.
Wright dishes to Robinson. Pass to Payne. Back to Robinson. 13 feet away. Wright outside. There's a screen by Achua. And Wright, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Free throw drops for Wright. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in, and New York making a change here. And so Wright nails both of them. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here is Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Healed from outside. Doesn't go for him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Payne with it. Here's Kolek. Pass to Towns. To tie it up. And it's good on the way in. Towns has got the game tied up here for New York.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
Now here's Kuminga. Here's Post. Now Podziemski. It's to Curry. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by New York. Wright, the pass to Payne. To take the lead. Shoots over Curry. Payne's shot is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Podziemski. Here's Moody. Good D by Anunoby.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Outside, Towns. Misses the three. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. A 2-point game. Pass to Podziemski. And here is Curry. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Steph up to the challenge.
Bridges outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to McBride. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter.
Golden State foul. Stephen Curry. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting from the net. Miles Knight. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Curry on the wing. Defended by McBride. The shot by Curry, no good. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Bridges outside. Towns is doubled. Yes! And the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Here's Curry, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot on.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Pass to Towns. Fades back. And Moody pulls it down. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Curry. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Towns, wide open. New York, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
36 seconds left in the game. Inside. Count it!
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry outside. The Knicks pull it in. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's McBride, guarded by Kerr. McBride passes to Anunoby. Out to Bridges. Right between the eyes.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.